Welcome to Heavenly Organic Beauty. My name is Patricia. I want to thank you for being part of our team here. And thank you for subscribing and clicking on the bell notification button. If you haven't yet, please do so. Today I'm going to be talking about repetitive stress injury. Most people that do get repetitive stress injury, it's usually one of three things. Either you work at an office all day and you're on the computer, that's the most common one, or you're an athlete and you use the same muscle movements over again. And then the last thing is you do hobbies that require for you to use the same muscles over and over again. So repetitive stress injury is very common amongst, for example, tennis players. They tend to get tennis elbow, and anybody that's using their hand and forearm a lot, they tend to get carpal tunnel syndrome. So you end up having syndromes as a result of these repetitive movements. You can have anything from, your hand having muscle tension, your forearm, your arm, and your shoulder and your neck. There are a lot of people that also have repetitive muscle injury on the lower part of their body, like on their quads, hamstrings, or even calves. So you don't have to have it on the upper part, but the upper part of the body is actually the most common. So my recommendation is if you're on the computer all day, try to do something different, which is put the computer monitor at eye level. So you basically have to see it at eye level. So it's going to be higher up. And then put the keyboard really low, where your arm is actually at 120 degrees. So when you're lifting your arm up, 45-degree angle, and my arm looks really huge right now, you're actually working out your muscles, believe it or not. So that will create tension on your arm and then your shoulder and your neck. So my recommendation is try to have your arm at 120-degree angle. So it's pretty low. So if you could buy like a wireless keyboard, that would be recommended. That way you would have your arm lower. So the keyboard up high, the monitor up high, the keyboard down low. So that would help you if you're on the computer. However, if you do hobbies, or if you're an athlete and you have to use the same muscle movements, my recommendation is to do the opposite muscle movements. They're called antagonistic muscles, which are the opposite of whatever muscles you're working out. Work out the opposite ones. That way you're balanced. With repetitive muscle injury, you're always using those same muscles. So the key would be to balance it out by using the opposite muscles. You would definitely have to seek a personal trainer if you're not trained and you don't know which are the antagonistic or the opposite muscles. The most logic thing is if you're working out your biceps, which is the muscle in the front of the arm, you would have to work the back part, which is a tricep. So that kind of gives you an idea of what I'm talking about. So hopefully this will help you. Now, most muscle tension occurs like pretty much anywhere in the body. So my recommendation is also to seek a massage therapist, somebody that knows what they're doing, because even though somebody might be doing massage doesn't mean that they're the best at it. So sorry to say that, but seek somebody that can definitely remove that muscle tension, because once you have muscle tension, it does not go away until it gets removed. So you can have that muscle tension there for many, many years. So my recommendation, go ahead and seek a really good massage therapist and have that muscle tension removed. You can have it removed doing like Swedish massage, which is very soft. You might have to have a little bit more deep tissue work on you. So I would suggest get it removed, get the muscle tension removed. Sometimes the carpal tunnel, there's knots right over here that can be removed. The tennis elbow, there's actually knots right over here that can be removed. There's pretty much knots everywhere in the body if you happen to do repetitive movements over and over again. So that's my recommendation. Hopefully this will help you. Make sure that you know the proper posture for everything. So if you're an athlete, make sure you're doing the proper posture. If you are a worker, try to get as much proper posture as possible within your workspace. Maybe get a higher desk. Those are very popular right now, the standing desk versus the sitting down desk. and just look at the ergonomics, look at the way you're actually doing your work, because that's probably going to be affecting your body. Now, if you do hobbies, you might have the same issue where you're doing the same repetitive movement. So look at also a way that you can fix your posture when you're doing the hobbies. And the key is always try to exercise daily, because believe it or not, when you exercise, you're actually hopefully using the synergistic and antagonistic muscles, so you're balancing out your body, so that tends to help. By the way, this is my opinion, yoga does not help. So if you're doing yoga, I know it's great, it's for the mind, the body, the soul. However, for muscle tension, it creates a lot of muscle tension, because it's really hard to do yoga poses and to do the antagonistic muscle groups during yoga poses. So my recommendation is don't do yoga. It doesn't help for muscle tension. Try to find something else. Okay, so that's just my advice to you. Hopefully this helps, and God bless. I hope to see you soon. Make sure you subscribe. See you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.